Honestly, we've all done this at least once, finger hovering over the sell button, unable to click. When you see minus 20% in your account, a voice starts talking in your head. Oh, what do I do? If I sell now, the loss is too big. In the end, you sigh and close the app. But the next day, it's minus 30%. From that point on, you really can't sell because you're scared. This isn't someone else's story, right? Let me ask you one question. Did you know there is a psychologist who won the Nobel Prize in economics? When we invest, we want to believe this. I look at the numbers and make rational decisions. But reality is the exact opposite. When losses hit right in front of us, our brain becomes less able to think rationally. Someone proved this through scientific research and experiments, and changed economics. That person is Daniel Kahneman, a psychologist and Nobel Prize-winning economist. One of the core ideas he introduced in behavioral economics is today's topic, loss aversion. Starting today, 5 minutes of behavioral economics to make money. Let's go through this series together. Traditional economics starts with one assumption: people are rational. But behavioral economics says this: people are not irrational once in a while, they are repeatedly irrational. That's simply how humans are wired. The good news is, Daniel Kahneman discovered that our irrationality follows patterns. If you understand those patterns, you can stop money from leaking away. In this video, we focus on just one thing: loss aversion, the psychology that blocks cutting losses in stock investing. You don't fail to cut losses because you're weak-minded. Real data from individual investors shows a repeated pattern. They sell winning stocks quickly, but hold losing stocks until the end. They want to lock in gains fast and avoid admitting losses, so they keep holding. This behavior eventually shrinks your assets. Loss aversion can be defined in one sentence: the pain of losing $1,000 is more than twice as strong as the joy of gaining $1,000. Cutting losses is hard because it means confirming a large amount of pain. In our minds, there is a reference point called break-even. Let's calculate this calmly. A stock bought at $1,000 drops to $800, that's minus 20%. People often say, I'll sell when it gets back to break-even. But for $800 to return to $1,000, how much does it need to rise? Not 20%, but 25%. It just needs to go up a little. Feels small, but mathematically, it's not small at all. You're thinking this right now, aren't you? First, what if it goes up right after I sell? That's not a prediction, it's just avoiding regret. What's scarier than selling and missing a rebound is not selling and watching the decline continue endlessly. Second, isn't long-term investing about holding on? Long-term investing is buying time, not holding on to a wrong answer. Holding even after your reasons for buying are broken is not investing, it's closer to praying. Third, selling means admitting defeat. Change your perspective. Selling is not defeat, it's risk management. It's like disinfecting a wound to prevent a bigger infection. So what should you do? Turn selling into a system problem, not a mental one. Remember just two things. First, decide your stop-loss level before you buy. Before clicking the buy button, promise yourself one thing: what condition would prove that I was wrong? For example, if earnings assumptions break, if expected news turns negative, if key criteria collapse. If you break the rules you promised yourself, selling becomes an emotional fight every time. Second, sell by rules, not by break-even. Your purchase price is just the past. Not all sell when it breaks even, but all sell when future rules are broken. The moment you feel it's not confirming a loss, but following rules, rational selling becomes much easier. If you can't decide, start with partial selling. Even selling a portion brings back objectivity. Watching your average price increases obsession. Hide it if you can, and use the 10-minute rule. Set a timer, let emotions cool down, then act according to your rules. Remember this: loss aversion never disappears in our lifetime. But we can overcome it with principles and rules. In the next episode, we'll explore reference point bias and anchoring, which distort our judgment. If this helped you, please like and subscribe.